You ready?
Hello everybody, today grade 4 will share the things that they did in our unit of inquiry lesson, peace and conflict.
In our central idea is each resolution during periods of conflict will influenced by the action and reaction of all involved. It means that if you act badly, he will do the same thing. If you act good to him, he will maybe do the same thing to you. Please enjoy.
Okay. We are going to start with our PPTs and then we are going to do a play. PPTs first and then the play will be at the end. Okay? Welcome. Please. So, let's see.
Присаживайтесь.
Are we ready? Remember, listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Hasan and I will present my PPT about peace and conflict. It's the sign of peace. This causes of peace. People make good laws. People are doing something good, and here is the picture that is like no war, peace. Causes of conflict. People are killing someone. People are not following the rules. People threaten each other. No one can tell you do this because you are people. This is human rights. And here is the photo and here is too. The Human Rights Declaration was written by the United Nations on 10 December 1948. We all have rights to do everything good because we are people. No one can threaten you. Keep calm and support Human Rights Day. Who was Martin Luther King Jr.? Martin Luther King Jr. was a minister and also human rights leader who helped black and white people. He helped them to be friends. And here is the picture of Martin Luther King Jr. And here is how to resolve conflict. First, call the peacekeeper. Second, if someone hurt you, you just leave and go tell someone older. If you are in class, if someone hurt you in the class, you need to tell to your teacher. Third, play with someone else. And I finished my presentation.
Good job.
Thank you very much, Assad. And who do we have next, boys and girls? Murad is next. Okay. We'll find Murad's presentation. Are you ready, Mr. Murad?
Hello everybody, my name is Murad and today I will share my presentation named called Peace and Conflict. Let's start. So this is causes of conflict, local and global. Local fights are little children's fight, but global fights are people's fights like World War I, World War II, and Civil War. Children fight for little things, but global fights are for freedom and another things. So here the World War II is starting, and this is the local fight, like three people versus one. So this is human rights and equity. We are all born free and equal. Everyone is entitled to these rights, no matter your age or country or your skin color. Everyone has the right to life, freedom, and safety. So here is the human rights written. So here is all of the human rights, and here is some of the like justice, dignity, and here is written peace. It means like something good. So strategies used to resolve conflict. There are local and global conflict resolution strategies. In this PPT, I only have strategies for local. If you want for global, so you can download a program called podcast. There is videos for global conflict resolution. Like if you have fighting in your or job, like in business, so you can download the program named podcast, and there will be videos. Consequences of resolution. After conflict for global, like world war, a lot of people die. But the end of local fights is to lose your break or detention after school, or your teacher can talk to your parents. So in this picture, there's a sad kid that loses his break, and here is the World War II. People are dying. So this is peace sign. Hippies are showing the peace sign the most. They're relaxing us by showing peace sign with their hands and telling us good solutions to use. And this is conflict sign. This is conflict sign. Really, it is anarchy sign. I choose anarchy sign because in anarchy people are fighting, and in conflict people are fighting too. So in this...
I'm sorry, should I go back?
Yes. So in this picture, it's a sign of anarchy. So good people that were leaders of peace. Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was a great leader of India. He was one of the best leaders of India, and he was a brave man that wanted all Indian people to be free from British rule. Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a great man who did some really good things. Sometimes when you write peace, there's a picture of Martin Luther King Jr. He was brave, and he won the Nobel Peace Prize on October 14, 1964. So this is the end of my PPT. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Murad. Boys and girls, can I remind you, remember, if you are talking, try and look at people so that they can see your eyes as well, okay? And try not to give people your back. Try and make sure you're not blocking the screen, okay?
Yeah.
Who is next, boys and girls?
Layla.
Is it Layla next?
Yes.
All right. Layla, come on. And bring your poster too. Don't forget. Okay, you can show it at the end if you want to do that. Are you ready? Remember, can you move the chair? Can you move the chair away so that it doesn't block you? A little further up. There you go. Okay.
Hello, my name is Lila, and I will show you my PPT about peace and conflict. Introduction of peace and conflict. I will tell you about my presentation, peace and conflict. Here are a few people who resolved problems. Martin Luther King Jr., Gandhi, John Kennedy, George Washington, Barack Obama, Ilham Aliyev, and Haydar Aliyev. There is photos. Cause of conflict: not understanding each other, sharing resources when have problems. Small countries attack other countries to live. Terrorists and telling bad things about other countries, and because they lie to each other. Human rights of people. Every man, child, or woman needs their human rights, even if they are poor or millionaire, or if he or she is a robber. Here are few human rights from the 1948 Declaration of the United Nations. To marry someone you love, to fly wherever you want, to not be arrested because you are another color, to have safety, to live a safe country, to not be a slave. Human rights. I just put this photo to show what people do. This is the main photo. Human Rights Act. This paper was acted in 1998 to show that one human is fighting for his human rights. Conflict resolution strategies. For older ones, you could use government laws and presidents. Peace helpers coming and telling people to do the right thing. Talking, other countries can help to be peacemakers, court and judges. Peace, when everyone loves each other, caring, not killing, sharing, no fight, no bullshit, and do not throw up. And I just put this photos to show you how peaceful country will look. And this is the main thing. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding.
Who said this quote, Leila? Was it Albert?
Albert
Einstein.
And this peace is about loving and caring about someone. Many people fight, but they don't think about countries. They think they're in safety, but the army knows that they're in danger, and they don't think that anyone could die from their own country. Conflict with peace and peace with conflict. Countries and people try to kill each other, but when they fight each other, they don't know that they are fighting themselves. And when they think someone is their enemy, they don't know that they are enemy to themselves. Yes, it is like that. We are not in a movie or in a cartoon. We are in real life. And this is my poster about peace.
Yes, you made it perfect. Yes. I'd like to mention that yes, all of the PPTs, the children did them on their own. We went up to the ICT room and they worked on them all by themselves. And we did a few editing. I did a lot of editing with them at the end, of course, but they did all the work by themselves. They're doing a really, really good job. All right, good job, guys. Who is next?
Jobs.
Mr. Jobs.
Come.
Hello everyone.
A little bit louder.
Hello everyone, my name is Jabrail and today I will show you my peace and conflict presentation. Let's start. First we will start talking about conflict. There was one guy going on the street and then he saw another guy. Then he knew that it was a guy that was chasing him in the school. He said, "You were chasing me in the school, we'll start the fight." Then their friend came and said, "Stop fighting, guys. Your enemy is already 5 years. I need to make you friends." And then he made them friends, and they were friends forever. Cause of conflict. Why do people fight? I will tell you causes of conflict. Why do people fight? People fight because maybe someone did them something bad, or they killed someone from their countries. That's why they're fighting.
minutes. Okay. Good job. Thank you.
Human rights. What can humans do in their human rights? Let's start. When they having human rights, they can do what they want. No one can arrest them. People are free to do their own work. I like this. Now I like the human right. No one can put you in jail because if you have this human right, you can do the right thing at the right time. Resolving conflict. How people are resolving conflict. When someone is angry to someone, they're making them friends. These people are peace helpers. If you're walking in school, see someone is hitting somebody, you can go to a place where no one can see you. You can talk with them in there. You can resolve this problem making them friends. And when someone is not sharing with you, just ignore it and go away. Resolving problem, peace helpers. They're resolving problem by helping someone when someone is in trouble, they're solving their problem. How we can change the world? We can do all things together to change the world. We need to have more peace in it. How peace can change the world? All people should be thinking about peace because everyone will be friends. That's it. Thank you.
And who is
Ali.
Mr. Shimley? Ready?
Hello, my name is Sally Ashur, and I will sing, and I will show presentation about peace and conflict. The causes of conflict are people are doing something bad, people want to get their lands, people always being rude to each other sometimes. Causes of peace. People are being sometimes kind to each other. Sometimes they're writing peaceful laws. Sometimes they decide to stop the war and have peace in their country. And here is a picture of peace and law. Photos of government and human rights and equality. Government can make good decisions to help keep human rights. They can veto bad bills, they can also start fights, and they make human rights difficult for their people. And these are the pictures of the government. Yeah. Strategies to resolve conflict. These are the strategies used to resolve conflict. Peaceful strategies like waiting for your turn or playing rock, paper, scissors to decide who goes first. And that's the peace no conflict. Some strategies not to use are don't fight, don't make someone angry, don't bother people. And that's the conflict side. And this is a conflict resolution. People start situations with hurting, and I'll teach you how to solve it. Number one, say how you feel. Number two, if it doesn't work, then say please stop. Number three, if it doesn't work too, then tell your teacher or a parent.
Can you tell us about your pictures, please?
Yeah, that's the that's the fight starting, and they kind of solved it, and everything is being in control. And these are the consequences of resolution and information of the Gandhi. The Gandhi, he struggled for Indian independence from the British. Gandhi used violence to solve problems. His strategies help peace between Britain and India, and he helped many Indian people to be free. And that's the pictures of Kahana. Any questions?
Thank you very much, Ms. Ashton. Okay. And at the end, we can ask questions from all the children anytime. Thank you.
Next
Anna.
one.
You ready?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Finally, we will hear from Celine and her presentation. Okay, children, remember, we are listening and giving the person respect while they're talking, okay? Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Celine and I will share my presentation with you. What is peace? Peace is when people use non-violence in ways and when they try to understand each other and be friends. What is conflict? Conflict is a big or small problem that can be local and global. Local, a conflict at home or at school. Usually it is a small problem. Global, a big problem, usually in countries. Line of inquiry number 1, human rights. What are human rights? Human rights are the rights that people are born with. And we are all equal, no matter what color you are. And remember, please, no one can take any of your human rights. Here's a list of human rights. A right to education, a right to safety, a right to freedom, and other rights. Line of inquiry number 2, causes of conflict. Causes of conflict can be very different. They, as I was saying, can be local and global. For example, conflict can start because of misunderstanding, small wars that become world wars, or because of arguments that doesn't solve any problem. Line of inquiry number 3, strategies used to resolve conflict. There are many ways to resolve conflicts, but we need to try and use peaceful strategies, non-violence. Here's a picture of good strategies. These are local strategies. Get help, meet someone, take turns, pay someone else. Line of inquiry number 4, consequences of resolution. The consequence of resolution is what happens after you use a strategy. Sometimes the consequences can be bad. For example, with Martin Luther King Jr., he did good things for people, but he was assassinated. This is a bad consequence. But for example, for other people, it was a good consequence. Good people that used to be with peace, or people and peace. What means good? Good means they were using non-violence. Like, even if people hated them. Like Martin Luther King Jr., Gandhi, and other people. Martin Luther King Jr. was a leader of blacks, even though he was making protests when it was a hard time. Gandhi, who also was a leader but in India, he was standing for Indians' human rights when the British were ruling their country. This is a picture of Martin Luther King Jr. and this is Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you for listening to our presentation.
All right, so very good job. I think let's give them another round of applause. Good job, guys. Now, 2 of our students decided to do a play instead. So they wrote out their own play, and that's what we're going to do now. It'll be the last thing on our program. So everyone can come up and introduce themselves at the beginning, and then we will get ready, okay? Is there anyone that needs to come in? Just a second.
Hello, my name is Suleiman, and we wrote a play.
This play is about 4 presidents that were fighting.
I will be the Russian president.
I was the Russian president.
I will be USA president.
I will be Armenian president.
We
are the aliens.
Okay, thank you very much. Can we turn on the light, please? Let's turn on the light. Mr. Judge, the light, thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, boys, just a second.
Second.
Just a second. In our place, everybody. Yeah, because, okay, it's great. All right. Are we ready, gentlemen?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, you pumpkin-head elephant.
You're elephant in here.
No, I'm correct.
I'm correct.
No, I'm correct.
No, I'm correct.
No, I'm correct.
Hey,
You two, stop fighting. Let's just be friends, okay?
Okay.
If you want a war, we will start a war.
Stop the war and be friends.
No way!
Or we will zap you.
The moral of the story. What is the moral of the
The
story?
moral of the story is never to fight and make a war. Just calm down and normally fix the problem. Like talking about it instead.
Thank you very much. Can you take a bow, boys and girls? All right. It looks like we did it just like exactly 30 minutes. And if you have any questions of the kids, you can. And you okay? Be careful. You can ask them. But that's pretty much. We actually. Would you like to do your poems, boys and girls?
Yes!
Who would like to do their poems? If you do, I mean, if people are not in a rush. We also prepared poems. We didn't think we would have enough time. But people who would like to do their poems, please come on and do your poems, okay? One at a time. Want to pick names? Okay, that's great. So let's start with Celine. You want to go first? Can you sit in your seats?
Yeah, one by one.
All right, one by one. And remember, let's listen to each other whenever you're ready. In our seats, thank you. Celine.
Now I will share a poem about peace and conflict. When violence is peace and violence is conflict, I want peace and justice like everybody wants. You all have human rights and nobody can take them. You have a right to education and a right to safety. I want peace and justice like everybody wants. So let's be friends who use some strategies to make our life much better and have a peaceful world. Thank you.
Who's next? Mr. Suleiman, would you like to? Okay. Nadia, would you like to? Yes? Come on up. Remember, slowly and really loud.
If you don't want a loan, go to government and say, I want me a loan. Thank you.
So I think he wanted to say, if you don't want a war, go to the government and ask for a new law. But good job. Layla, would you like to share? Mom is here. Okay.
I say human rights, I say human fight. I know life is a t-shirt and I like it most of the time. And I know about the children that can have a good life. And I don't have said, but I know how to help them and I would like to become a peace helper. And I will help them with peace, but not with conflict. Thank you.
Well done. Mr. Shivli, would you like to share? Yes, Ali?
Slowly.
You can sit in the chair if you like his feelings. Okay.
There should be no law that says no red dress. It's a large guess. People around the world have situations with battle and you fight like a rattle. Make it vice versa and people won't go to north. Veto the bill, that's like a bull.
Jabril, would you like to share?
Yes.
Come on.
Two guys started a war, then someone was angry. They had to hide in a store. Thank you.
Murad, your poem.
here, fighting there, fighting everywhere. Fighting in civil war, even in world wars. Do they want World War III? And let's stop this and be free. Thank you.
Finally, Assam, would you like to share?
Yes.
Come on.
Hello, I will share my poem called Peace and Conflict. When it will be low, there will be no war.
Has everyone had a chance? Suleiman, are you sure? Yes, no?
Okay.
Okay, all right,
go on.
thank you. Go for it.
Hello, my name is Suleiman and I'm going to share a small poem. Peace is nice, it has a price. Conflict is cool, but it is only for a fool.
All right, and I think everyone's had a chance. And so thank you very much for coming, and it was really great that everyone came.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, have a good. If you want to see some of the children's work, it's at the back, the poetry that they worked on, and some of their questions, and you can walk around the class if you like. Okay, the children will stay until 3. Yeah. Okay, have a good afternoon.